Final point about what they say about the apportionment of the House and Senate. Let me mention one other feature of this building. It needs to be large enough to accommodate enough lawmakers from around the country, but also the viewing public, the galleries. The Constitution doesn't, in so many words, guarantee a right for the viewing public to show up. But the Federalists say, listen, our system is going to be open, and from the beginning, the House of Representatives is open to public view, to public galleries. The Senate very soon follows suit. So this building is a big building. This house, this Capitol building, because it's the people's house. It's where you can go to watch the people's business being conducted publicly in the House of Representatives, in the Senate, with large galleries. The White House is a different kind of place, and we'll talk about Article 2 in the presidency later on. It's the private dwelling of one person who does a lot of his work in secret. It's not there for public inspection. You don't want that building to look like Buckingham Palace, Versailles, some great palatial estate, because that's one person. But the legislature, Article 1, that's the people's branch very distinctively. When you want a large enough legislature, you want the people to be there being able to observe. You want a big building. You want a big building for democratic reasons. So that's the Federalist argument. One other important feature of the structure of Congress that we need to talk about, the apportionment structure. Larger states, more populous states, are going to have more seats in the House of Representatives. In the Senate, it's going to follow the model of the Articles of Confederation. Each state, whether it's populous or not, will get an equal representation. Now, in order to redeem the idea of a House of Representatives that really looks like the people, you're going to need a device to keep that in sync with the people, because the people are on the move, and nowhere are they on the move more than America. You're going to have immigrants coming in. You're going to have people being born. Other people will be dying. You're going to have people moving from one state to another. And the Constitution reflects all of that with this ingenious idea of a census. Every 10 years, we're going to count everyone up, and we're going to reallocate seats in the House of Representatives based on that census. That's a remarkably democratic idea. England hasn't had a census for the entire 18th century, and there have been massive changes of population with the Industrial Revolution, the rise of great cities, and they're not many of the great industrial cities in England properly represented in the House of Commons, which is massively malapportioned, filled with what were called rotten boroughs. So places where almost no one lives are sending seats to Parliament, and places where lots of people live aren't sending seats, aren't sending members to Parliament. So that's a kind of not a genuinely representative